Welcome everybody back to Recipejoes. My name is Joe. Hope you all having a great day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on the channel. We're trying to make it grow to astronomical proportions, but we definitely need your help. So with that said, we're going to talk about what we're going to see today. So today we're going to check out a guy named Justin Wilson. If you never heard him before, he is a cook who was in his heyday in the 80s and 90s. He cooks Cajun food, so old Cajun guy. He's one of the main reasons why I like cooking. I used to watch his show on APT in the evenings. He would come on at the same, around the same time as Bob Ross would come on TV. So, dating myself there, but hey, what can you do? So with that said, we're going to get started. We're going to start about the 7-minute mark. He's starting off with what he calls barbecue crab. So we're going to start there, and then we'll do a part 2 in this video, and we will show the other recipe where he's doing an oyster chowder. All right, here we go.
Sometimes you may want to put a little more flour, but that's enough. Then I'm going to put 1 teaspoonful of cayenne pepper. It sounds like a lot, but it's not too much. And that's all I'm going to put to them. I'm not going to put no more than that. 1 teaspoon.
So we're starting off with the ingredients.
Powder. That's the strange taste. You don't know what it is. Put that on there. Now, this is where he got me. He had smoked salt. Put a half a teaspoonful of smoked salt. That's all it took. For this little 6 crab that we're going to cook right now. And then, of course, you got to put some
Justin
salt
does
on
this
that
thing
too.
where he measures out
And
salt.
seafood take a lot of salt. We got a half a teaspoon.
Pretty amazing that he can nail that every time. But I guess that's what you do when you cook all the time. You are able to do things like that.
1 teaspoonful right there.
Also, the salt that he was talking about, the smoked salt. I need to go see, can I find some of that? Because I think I want to try this seasoning that he's doing on these crab, on some other stuff. Maybe some shrimp or a nice piece of fried fish. That would be cool.
Spill nothing when I get the crabs going. Now what I'm doing is, I just get this, what I got shook up good. Well, use that color of that. It looks real nice and brown. Real good color on that. Now we're going to put them crab on that. We put them all in there at one time. We got enough. And we shook them up good on this. See, there's a little dampness there, and if you get that too damp, the bag, but if you got 2 bags, it ain't going to hurt nothing at all. Some at all. Put them on there. Put this old bowl out of my way. Dry my hand a little bit. So I won't get them too full of chili powder and everything else. Then I shook them up. Shook me along with it just at least a little bit. Then I've got this at 360 degrees. And he's shooking just at least a little bit more.
Now, when you go to fry things, don't go like trying to shoot a 3-pointer and dropping them in the oil. Be careful with that.
See there? Just right. 360, 365.
Also, it's a lot of people I know watching him cook, flouring it in that brown paper bag. How many grandmas we had?
Put them in there.
Or people that we know that did that.
That grease is hot.
It's not sanitary.
Burn you back.
You'll live. You'll live.
They're frying pretty good. Ought to have most enough in there. I took a look on that to see if I got most enough. Not quite enough. I've got to put some more. Put about 3 or 2 more in there and let them cook. Keep these shook up right here, because that's enough in there, Randy. But I got to go wash that chili powder and hot pepper off my hand. Whew. I want to tell you, that gets hot. And you rub your eyeball with that on your hand, and it's just too bad.
Wow. All right. So that's the
you
first
scratch
part,
your
and we're going to
elbow,
start the
that'll
second
burn.
part in a few seconds.
Get that over
And
there
here
real
we
Yeah, that's clear.
go.
That celery getting
Back at it
clear.
again. We're starting at the 17
Onion
minute
clear.
mark.
What I'm talking about
And
clear
we're
is you
gonna
can
go from
see
there.
through.
Here we go.
Now what I got to did is put the rest of this stuff together, what I got here. Before I do, I got a little juice there. I can put
That
my
is 3 of the 2
garlic
pieces
on there.
of the
That's a
Mirepoix,
tablespoonful of garlic.
which
Chop up real
is
fine.
celery, onions,
Got 'em.
and carrot. But we're not using
Run that
carrots in
around in
this
there
one.
with
We're
that
just
other juice.
using
Now, if you don't got a
these
little
2.
juice, your garlic will get hard. You don't want that to happen? No. Now, what we're gonna do, you'll never guess what that is. Sauterne wine. 1 cup of Sauterne wine. I'm gonna put that in right here with this juice that I got right here of the oyster. That's good. Then I'm gonna put 1 tablespoonful of soy sauce. You know, this is the base for all Worcestershire sauces. This right here is. And I want to tell you, it's good.
So
That there. I'm gonna put 1 teaspoonful of Louisiana hot sauce. Now, if you're gonna use Tabasco sauce, it's made from Tabasco pepper. This is made from cayenne pepper. You use a 1/2 teaspoonful because it's a little bit hotter.
Worcestershire sauce is really good. Didn't know soy sauce
sure
was
get all
the
of
base of that. Makes
Then
sense
I'm
though.
gonna put 2 teaspoonful of salt on this. That's 2 teaspoons.
Sorry about that.
And I'm gonna
Phone's
stir
ringing.
this because I don't want it to burn. No, you don't want that to happen. Looking good, looking just how you call. It means just good. Yay, my goodness alive, yeah.
Stop ringing phone. We're in production.
Smell good. Oh boy, but I'll tell you one thing. I want you to know that that chili powder got me. Now I got it. And this right here is the juice from the oysters, and I washed them some more in some oysters, and I put that in there. It looked like it's dirty, but it's not. There's nothing but juice from the oysters plus them soy sauce. Now I got a little more left in here. I want to be sure I put that too. Now right here, I got some potato. You see them potatoes? I'm gonna put them in there right now. I don't want to miss none of that, no. All them potato go. We're gonna put that.
So the soy sauce,
We'll bring
soy
all
sauce, how do you say it? Sauterne
this to a
wine,
boil.
Worcestershire
All this we can bring
sauce.
to a boil. We don't put
Put
them oysters in there.
potatoes
Don't
in
put them oysters
there,
A lot of people
and
say when you make oyster stew and things like that,
going from there.
just put those and let them cook just a few minutes. No, this is gonna cook 6 hours. Them oyster ain't never gonna boil. I guarantee it's gonna be good too. When I make oyster stew, I cook it overnight. But I just let it simmer. I don't ever put. I just put them in there like this, like I think they're supposed to go. Come on now and boil. What you got to do is boil. And I got to take this crab off too because they both did. Not quite. Now they are, I guarantee. You notice I got that thing down there where the thing's not gonna did that to me. Like it did. Let those drain just at least a little bit there. Now I'm gonna put them over here with the rest of these.
Yep, crab coming up out the
That smells
oil.
Good. Wow. Oh, gee, I'm gonna get with that myself. Barbecued crab. They look barbecued too, don't they? Turn this off so it won't burn somebody. Now, this is just about to come and brought itself to a boil. But while I'm here, I might just as well mix up a little something that I sometimes put in when I make a seafood sauce, I make all my own mustard, things like that to put in. This is dry mustard, all that is. And it's hot. When you put it with something else, it's hot, yeah.
All right, what's you about to do, Justin? Let's see what he's got going here.
Half of, I use a whole jar of that. It's half mustard. You see that one got on there. And powdered horseradish. Whoo, hoo, hoo. And you talk about clear you sciences up, man. This will did it. You don't have to go to no doctor for that. You just get too much this horseradish in something and you cry and your sciences.
So mustard he's got on there.
Somebody think you lost your best friend and all that stuff. Whew, man. I guarantee. Now I'm gonna mix these dry ingredients real good so that they will
Horseradish.
mix up good when I
Interesting.
put the other ingredients on that.
Excuse me about
Only
the
other
phone
ingredient I
thing.
got here, I use wine vinegar you would call it, not knowing no better, you know. We put that, mix up these dry ingredients good. Now as you get this mixed up, you put it in a jar and cover it. You got to keep it covered. And see how pretty that's turning into something else there? Put this out of the way.
Wine vinegar,
See that? It's getting real, changing
the
color.
mustard,
We put the
and the
wine vinegar in, it's
horseradish.
gonna change color some more.
Ooh, that's
But
gonna be
you got
powerful.
to mix this up good so that you can have an even mixture when you put the juice on it. Now we put the juice. Take this over there in case I get enough juice without shook, and I don't want to shook. Look at that now. See if that's enough. No, that's not enough. Be willing to bet. That's not enough. Now what you do is when you make a red sauce, you take your ketchup and things like that, and you put a little of this in it to your own taste. This is hot, hot, hot. You keep it in your refrigerator with your top on it all the time. And you want to make it where it's kind of like a cream sauce. Because as it gets older, it gets drier. There isn't quite enough juice on there yet. Now this will be enough juice, I know. Not quite.
Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. So basically, you're taking that mixture and plopping it into some ketchup a little bit to your taste to give the ketchup a punch. Probably a real strong punch. I mean, with that horseradish.
We're
Ooh.
gonna put that in a jar.
But I think I want to try this. This sounds really good.
And keep it in your ice box. Now, I got to put the oyster on this. Don't forget the oyster juice there in your chowder because it done brought itself to a boil. You put that down on a simmer. Stir them in there good. Put the lid on it. And forget about it for 6 hours. Now, it just happened that I had some cook already. Ain't that nice? Whew. It's sorry, and it's good, yeah.
Looks like he's coming to
Over here to the
a
table.
stop with his chowder, letting it cook for
There,
6
like that.
hours. So with that, we're going to stop too. All right, so there you go. Oysters and the crab, made 2 different ways, but then at the same time that sound really good. And we even got a bonus round with the sauce made out of mustard, wine vinegar, and horseradish. This is going to be strong that you put in ketchup, getting it up to your taste, and then putting it there with those crab pieces. I think I'm probably going to do it with shrimp though. Oh my, the gears in my head are turning about the next thing I'm going to do. But anyway, while I ponder that, you all go off and have a good day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook and on Instagram, Pinterest as well, where we get a lot of our different recipes that we experiment with and get all mad scientists with. So there we go. I will talk to you later. Peace.
Hit that subscribe button. Press it, press it.